Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. What's up, Cowboys Nation? Breaking news out of Dallas, and this is the kind of move that could change everything for America's team. The Cowboys have just pulled off a stunning trade, acquiring none other than 49ers star wide receiver Deebo Samuel in what is being called a historic deal. This is the kind of blockbuster move fans have been begging for, and now it's a reality. So let's break it all down, because there are so many layers to this trade. First off, this isn't just some minor acquisition. This is a game-changing move that instantly boosts Dallas's offense in a major way. For years, the Cowboys have been looking for that extra piece to get them over the hump. They've had the talent, but when the playoffs roll around, something always seems to be missing. Well, not anymore. Deebo Samuel brings an entirely different dimension to this offense. We're talking about one of the most dynamic playmakers in the NFL. A guy who can line up outside, in the slot, in the backfield, literally anywhere, and be a threat to take it to the house. The Cowboys just added one of the most versatile weapons in the game, and defenses are going to have nightmares trying to figure out how to stop this offense now. So how did this deal come together? Reports are coming out that this move has been in the works for weeks, maybe even months, but things really picked up in the last 48 hours. There were whispers that Deebo Samuel wasn't completely happy in San Francisco. Even though he's been a massive part of the 49ers' success, the contract situation was always a bit of an issue, and with San Francisco moving forward with Brock Purdy as their franchise quarterback, they had to start making some tough financial decisions. The Cowboys, on the other hand, have been looking to make a big splash this offseason. They've been competitive for years, but Jerry Jones knows that just being good isn't enough anymore. The fan base is hungry for a championship, and the front office knew they needed to make a statement. They looked at the landscape of the NFL. They saw teams like the Eagles and 49ers making moves, and they knew they had to counter with a big-time acquisition of their own. Enter Deebo Samuel. The trade details are still coming in, but early reports suggest that the Cowboys gave up a package that includes multiple high draft picks and possibly a player or two to get this deal done. Now, before anyone panics about giving up too much, let's be real here. When you have a chance to land a player of Deebo's caliber, you do what it takes. This isn't just a good player. This is a guy who can completely transform an offense, and that's exactly what Dallas needed. So what does this mean for the Cowboys moving forward? Well, first of all, let's talk about what this means for Dak Prescott. Dak has been the subject of endless debates. Some people think he's the guy. Others think he's holding the team back. But one thing has always been clear: he needs weapons. And now, he has them. Picture this for a second: Deebo Samuel lining up alongside CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks. That is an absolutely lethal receiving trio. Lamb has already established himself as one of the best young wideouts in the league. Cooks brings speed and experience. And now you throw in Deebo, who can do everything. Mike McCarthy and Brian Schottenheimer must be salivating right now, thinking about all the different ways they can use him in this offense. And let's not forget about Tony Pollard. The Cowboys' run game took a bit of a hit when they moved on from Ezekiel Elliott, but Pollard has proven he can carry the load. Now, with Deebo in the mix, defenses are going to have to pick their poison. Do you stack the box to stop Pollard? Do you try to double-team Lamb? What about Deebo? There are just too many weapons for defenses to account for, and that is exactly what Dallas needed to take that next step. But what about the 49ers? Losing Deebo is a massive blow for them. He's been their offensive heartbeat, a player who could make something out of nothing and completely change a game with one play. Sure, They still have Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle, but Deebo was the ultimate Swiss Army knife. So why would they let him go? Well, the reality is, the NFL is a business. The 49ers have a lot of big contracts to manage, and they're in win-now mode with Brock Purdy leading the way. They probably felt like they could get a solid return for Deebo while also freeing up some financial flexibility to build around their young quarterback. But make no mistake, this trade is a huge win for the Cowboys. The NFC is absolutely stacked, with teams like the Eagles, Lions, and 49ers all looking like contenders. Dallas needed to do something big to keep up, and this move puts them right back in the conversation. The reaction from Cowboys fans has been electric. Social media is blowing up with excitement, and rightfully so. It's been a long time since Dallas made a move this bold, and now they have a legitimate shot at making a deep playoff run. And let's not forget the emotional factor. Deebo Samuel is a guy who plays with an edge. He's got that dog mentality, that toughness, that chip on his shoulder. And if there's one thing the Cowboys have been missing in big games, it's that extra fire. This isn't just a talent upgrade, it's a culture shift. Deebo brings energy, confidence, and a never-back-down attitude that can rub off on the entire team. When you look at championship-caliber squads, they all have that guy who sets the tone, and Deebo can be that guy for Dallas. So what's next? Well, expect the Cowboys to make a huge deal out of this when they officially introduce him. Jerry Jones loves a good spectacle, and you better believe he's going to put on a show for the fans. Training camp is going to be must-watch television. How does Deebo fit into the system? What kinds of plays will they design for him? How will he and Doc build chemistry? All of those questions will be answered in the coming weeks. But one thing is for sure, this move just changed everything. This is the kind of trade that fans talk about for years. It's bold, it's aggressive, and it sends a clear message. The Cowboys are all in. No more settling for just being a playoff team. This franchise is going after a Super Bowl, and Deebo Samuel might just be the missing piece to make it happen. So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Is this the move that finally gets Dallas over the hump? How do you see Deebo fitting into the offense? Let me know in the comments, because this is one of the biggest stories in the NFL right now, and we need to talk about it. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because we've got more breaking news, analysis, and all things Cowboys coming your way. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Cowboys!